both of these teams know if they survive and advance from here, a host of opportunities lie ahead. An iconic venue, Tiger Stadium, Baton Rouge. It's the Ole Miss Rebels and the LSU Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Checking in with the Ole Miss head coach before the game. He understands both teams are in the top 25. Both teams are quality with a lot of talent on the rosters. But he believes this stadium can make a difference. This crowd has proven to be one of the best in college football. They have been pumping in crowd noise all week at practice to make sure they are prepared for this moment. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. And the Rebels ready to kick it away first. He'll bring it out. It's Harris. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Running inside. It's Berry. Shows him the stiff arm. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football and trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
Well, they're trying to go toss on this play, but defense just wins at the point of attack. They're able to defeat the blocks and get the ball carrier down behind the line of scrimmage.
Wants to fire on second down. He'll take the deep shot. And he's got it inside the 35. His defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. Just like we expected, this home crowd getting involved right from the start. To the air on first down. The throw to the outside is complete. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
These fans raising the volume on second and goal. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Ole Miss!
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. He'll bring it out. It's Harris. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
And that's a really good job by this defense, because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker, because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
You know, David, I love defenses that stay aggressive, especially at this point of the field. They've got pass rushers on this unit with speed and that are aggressive and that can win one-on-one, and you saw it right there.
And there's two thought processes when I'm a defense and I got them backed up is I am stopping the run, not allowing them to have any space, but also understanding this is also a shot part of the field. Like, it's going to be a run, or a lot of times that ball is going to be a deep ball thrown down the sideline because you'll get man-to-man. Nice job by the defense applying pressure, getting the sack, now putting them in a bad situation backed up close to their own end zone.
LSU will bring the punt team on the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. And they'll touch it dead at about the 40. Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He'll start this drive firing. He'll off one deep down the left side. He's got it. Running free. Touchdown Rebels. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. He'll bring it out. It's Harris. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
I love when you break out the hit stick. When you come and that guy gets struck and he goes backwards, that's how you bring it.
Looking downfield, it's Levitt. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon. And there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Guys, you just say Magnolia Bowl like it sounds elegant and pristine and reserved. And Ole Miss and LSU, anything but charges of clock malfeasance, downright cheating back in the old days just to get a leg up in this rivalry game.
It feels like they've been playing this game since the Louisiana Purchase and Napoleonic Law. They've been playing it forever down south in an area of the country where sometimes it just feels like it matters more. I can't wait to see what happens today.
And I love what Reese says, like cheating. Yeah, if you're not cheating, you're not trying. And both these schools, obviously, so closely connected. Games are usually really, really good. A ton of talent on the field. Big bragging rights on the line.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Oh, he dropped it. He had the pick in his hands and a chance for one of his patented big plays, and he couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Pressure coming. Looking deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. They'll go to the counter play. They knock him down inside the 30 at the 29. It's a pickup of 6.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
To the air on second down. Got a man. It's Alexander. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. To throw, it's Levin. Moving out to the right. Hauls it in, and he's knocked down. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. As we get a look at some stats, this is the best start they could have hoped for. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's buried. Might have a chance. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. The Bayou Bengals have been able to put on an aerial circus in recent years. The foundation, the running game.
Yeah, don't forget about the run game. That starts everything, right? Because if you can run it, you can throw it, you can create some bounds and keep defenses off guard. But I think LSU does a really good job of always establishing the run game first. Then they'll get to their playmakers and all the speed out wide.
There's a good example of how pressure on the quarterback can affect his accuracy. There was no way that ball was being completed.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Trying play action. Got a man. It's Harris. Runs through a man. He might have space. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to keep it in the air. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
It just looks to me like the offense is starting to get a little bit impatient, right, guys? They haven't scored in this game yet, and all of a sudden now they're taking shots down the field and they're trying to make it happen. But the defense, they have been lights out. They force another incompletion.
On 3rd down, here's Durham. He's brought down at the 49. That is well short of the 1st down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of 1st downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Can't hook up on the long throw, and fourth down goes by the boards for this offense.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down, they were ready for the pass, and you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play, and now their offense is coming on the field.
He rifles one deep to the left, and it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. They're dealing with a second and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Fires to the right. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
And those corner routes, those quarterbacks need to throw the ball with some air and put it towards the sideline, away from the defender. You could tell a little bit maybe underthrown. The defender doing a good job sticking with the play, getting his hand on the football, and getting the deflection.
He's got it. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Makes the grab. He's got a first down. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. And the Rebels getting set on 1st and 10. Trying to run, it's Lacey. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
They'll keep it on the ground. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Touchdown, Rebels. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Harris. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. To the air. It's Blevin. Rushes on him. They get to him as he throws.
You just want to find a way to affect the QB, and the defense does a great job getting to the quarterback, hitting him as he throws the football. Not only does it make that throw bad, in the future now, the quarterback's taking a few hits and makes him a little bit more unsure of himself.
And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
And a really nice job by the defense winning 2nd down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good 3rd down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Hauls it in. Turning it on. He's at the 20. Touchdown LSU. Into the end zone with a breakaway score.
Man, the defense has got to be kicking themselves. They have the offense pinned back so deep in their own end. It's one thing to give up
the fake, and he wants to throw. He makes the catch in the end zone, and that trickery works to perfection for the 2. Coming out with it, it's Alexander. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Wide receiver comes in motion. Caught, and he's got room. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line.
And that's a really good job by the defense, reacting to what they see. They see the quarterback flip it forward on the touch pass. Now I got to go get it, right? Corral that football. He picked up some yards, yeah, but you didn't give up that big explosive play, and now you have to make them earn it now on the next down.
Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. They'll try to get it through the air. He's going for a big play downfield. Fires the pass. Intercepted. Bringing it back. Hits him with a stiff arm. After making the interception, he took it all the way back and sets up his offense at the 17-yard line.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to get a few first downs, get some space. So if you punt after that point, you could...
Touchdown LSU! Made the grab in the end zone.
That is exactly what most offenses will do. Big momentum play. My defense creates a turnover. I'm being aggressive. I'm going for the big score, the big play down the field. They get rewarded. They get the big passing touchdown.
And he made the extra point without problem. Fielded in the end zone. It's Alexander. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking for a gap. It's Lacey. Got enough for the first. Oh, the sweet juke gets him free. There he goes down the right side. Inside the... And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Rebels!
And, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
He'll bring it out. It's Harris. And the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Man, this kickoff coverage team, they just get to the ball carrier. They are flying around. They're beating their blocks. And the ability to create a turnover on a special teams play like this, and that is massive. And now it sets them up in great field position.
Touchdown, Rebels. Made the grab in the end zone for 6.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
And he tacks on the extra point.
LSU 15.
He'll bring it out. It's Harris. Stopped at the 29, but found a little running room after coming out of the end zone. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Back to throw, it's Levin. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Complete, out left to Wilson. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. One big play and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Throws to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He wants to throw it. Here comes the heat. Trying to find the end zone. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
And that was great execution on that drive. That is exactly what you needed. You took almost all of the time, and you cut into this lead. Now you're about to go into the half, get everybody excited, use that momentum to start the second half.
On to attempt the try. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. The run inside. It's Lacey. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. So that'll do it here in the first half. Stay tuned. Halftime is coming. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. He'll bring it out. It's Alexander. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired.
Lets it fly. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Quarterback could not have walked that ball and placed it into the hands of his receiver any better. That was a perfect throw. Wide out, deep downfield. You got to finish the play.
He's not afraid to go deep. Pulls it in down the sideline. Off and running. Past the 10. Touchdown, Rebels. And the beatdown has ensued. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Harris. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
We're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical, they're too fast, and they force a negative play.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else he lost one down the sideline. Snags it on the right. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
Man, we're watching a quarterback duel here. Both of these guys are absolutely slinging it every time they're on the field. Now it's this guy's turn, and he's taking advantage of the opportunities. This defense has not had an answer for him. They're not getting enough pressure on him. When he has this kind of time, he is just going to carve you up.
Runs for the tackle. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit out, sir.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Levitt. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Oh, he's got some space. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Now they're going to throw it. Bring in the heat. And down he goes.
Nice job by this defense, man. Playing aggressive, playing physical, taking away the easy stuff on the perimeter. Nice job rushing the quarterback, bringing more bodies near the line of scrimmage, getting the sack, and forcing the 3rd down and goal.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that is elite 3rd down defense. First of all, you get him in 3rd and long, and then you look to the go-to guy, Jesse. I am committing my resources to him because I know he's a freak, and I know you as a quarterback, you're trying to find that dude.
Yeah, and it's hard, 3rd in California, to convert that. Doesn't matter how good your receiver is, and this dude's obviously one of the best in the country, but the defense, they were all over it, they were ready for it, and they get the big pick.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
Blue 85. Straight up, straight up. Kill. 776, careful. 776.
Quarterback making adjustments. Back to pass. He's going to take a shot. Makes the catch down the right side. He's stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's 1st down.
Work.
The Rebels, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Creates maybe a crease. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a thrilling 50-yard run for the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Harris. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Defense wants to bring the heat. He's going to throw deep right side. He's got it along the sideline. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has them across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10. Brings him to the open. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. The give to Caden Durham. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Handoff, Caden Durham. They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Balls at the 25. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. On the option. He'll try to get to the marker himself. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, they're after him. Going for it all. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on 4th down.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
And it's been fun to watch them feature this guy. Like, they understand they can run the football. They understand how good he is, and just they've owned the line of scrimmage. They've sprinkled in some pass. Like, this offense has done a really good job staying balanced, but featuring one of their better players.
They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. Wide receiver going in motion. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one.
And, man, this quarterback has had a day. With that pass, he goes over 300 yards on the day. Really nice job executing, putting up some yards today. Pretty good day for the young man.
We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. And a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Back to pass. He fires to the left side. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got some room to run. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea... There he goes! Smashes ahead. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him, too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game.
There's some room. Discards him with the stiff arm. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play.
Throw it toward the end zone, picked off right at the goal line.
And they'll take over first and 10.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Gets it out to the 16-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
Backed up at the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
Ready, go.
This time he wants to throw. Firing to the right, complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
The Rebels in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Throwing right. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
Reese, I know you're a little bit of a front runner, so you probably would quit. You'd probably sub yourself out and take yourself out of the game. But I like that they're continuing to fight. Keep fighting. You never know what's going to happen. Actually, you know what? I know you're not going to win, but it doesn't matter. Keep fighting to the very end.
Plows through the defense.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking downfield, it's Levitt. Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. And they make the connection, and he's got it at the 10-yard line, set up with a red zone opportunity. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
Well, you got to love the attitude of this team. I know they're still down by a lot on the scoreboard, but a really nice job by the quarterback. Accurate throw on that touchdown pass.
Lining up for the PAT. Smashes it through for the PAT. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out.
29.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Alexander. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Rebels offense is back on the field. After that last possession, the interception, which did lead to a touchdown, might want to mix in a few more running plays with this big lead here. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him one. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Holly, what do you have?
Guys, things are starting to get intense down here on the sideline. The turnovers have been the story of this game, and it all starts with this defense. After that last interception, they came to the sideline, and the guys keep saying, let's keep eating. This defense is fueling this team today and taking control of the game. Back to you.
Okay, Holly.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field.
Another interception. That's his fourth of the day. Touchdown, Tigers. The defense gets it done with a huge interception return.
Love to see the defense still fighting hard this late in the game. Great job jumping the route, catching it, takes it back for a touchdown. Not too much time to celebrate, though. You're still trailing in this game. You still got some work to do, but no doubt that play is going to give this defense a little bit more confidence.
They'll run play action. Snagged out of the air. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and now they trail by just 15. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll go to the counter. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Timeout called by LSU. That's their second. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Showing the arm strength down the left side. He's got it on the outside. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. And the Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Running inside, it's Lacey. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
It's a great play there by the defense, stopping that run. But now with less than a minute to go, you've got to use your timeout. You've got to try and conserve as much clock as possible to give yourself a chance to win.
The offense changing the play. Back to pass on second down. Shoots it to the left. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Ole Miss. And the punishment has been extended.
And how about it? Everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved. This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has had no answers. Just keep it rolling, offense.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And the final 34 yards covered by that touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Harris. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Levin. He's taking a deep shot. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and get into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Grab. That's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
You've got to have better ball security on offense. The football possession, that is priceless. Losing possession, turning the ball over, that kills you in games, that loses games, and that is a bad, bad play at a bad time.
Smart offense. I love it, man. Make them use that timeout, run the football. I can run the football and let that clock now tick inside of a minute. I'm in great situation to win this football game. Just be smart and keep that thing running.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Ole Miss gets the daily double. They win the Magnolia Bowl and beat LSU. And as always, they take victory in the tailgate. That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.